Well, hi guys. It's Sunday afternoon. What is day? 12th, 11th
Yeah,
or
I don't
12th?
know. Day after yesterday.
Yeah. It's about 10 minutes to 5. Me and the commander in chief have been working on the Ford today. Uh, Mainly doing some little things like changing these power steering lines, both of them. The old lines, well, let's just say, are rather crusty, rusty, and generally in very poor condition. But last year, sometime or another, I bought new ones. Bought them both. I knew I was going to have to get into this thing, and knew it would be a lot easier to change them when I tore this thing apart than it ever would be doing it in the truck.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta stand on your head to do that.
yeah. Got to taking the return line cooler here off. And of course, to get to this particular bolt, it's hard to get to even laying on the ground under it because of the steering stabilizer that goes between there and here. Now, I think this might be an original Ford part, and I really wasn't going to worry about it until I kind of looked over and I seen this sticking out the back end. Thought, that don't look right. And I got to looking at that end. Yeah. Well, problem with it is this. It's kind of shot. If I can hold it there, you can. There's no, next to near no kind of pressure on that, so that's got to be replaced. Well, then I got the bolts out, and then I got the old lines took off, and the lower radiator hose took out of it. Yeah, it's been fun. And excuse me, all these nice pre-bent lines that you gotta bend to make fit are always so helpful. Just lovely little things. But I got that done. They're both changed now, even though I got half the tools in the barn over here to work on it. I did kind of visit these bolts again. I like the idea of the head back here and the nut here. You can get to the nuts to tighten them up if you need to. The other side, I put them together where the nuts were back here. Well, I didn't like that idea, so I got this one first, turned it around, so that the nut's here to where you can get to it from the fender well. But the problem is, the one down here, there's not enough room between this flange and the engine and engine block to get it through that way. So I had to leave it nut inside. Not much choice. And I'd really like to know from maybe one of you guys can tell me why the engine and transmission sit to the right side of the frame. I measured it from here to, center line. And I think this side's 15 inches. This to that is 30 or 18 or 19 inches from here to the frame. And it's the same on the front. It's kind of like 15 inches from the frame here to the center of the crank, and then this way it's 18 1/4 to the frame. So the motor is actually sitting this way in this truck. I don't know if that's normal or not, but it is what it is. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. At any rate, me and the Commander-in-Chief. Oh, you're just a supervisor.
Yeah.
Well, the supervisor says we don't get overtime pay. And I think it's time to call it a day. I've been busting my knuckles enough. And, you know, yeah, you know what I mean. At any rate, guys, baby steps is what you call this. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video. The frame has come out just right. 40 inches right on the dot. So everything is relaxed, everything's in place, it's straightened up. Good shape. So, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Worked on it long enough. Time to go home. Close up shop. Bussy's little flying, aggravating little bugs. They don't bite. They just get right in your face and just aggravate the piss out of you. See that little dude? Just, I don't know what they are. I don't care. They just aggravate. Like this guy. Right? Just, you know, you see them swarming around everything. If you're in front of a fan, they don't bother you because they can't keep up with it. But if you're not in front of the fan, they're right in your face. Alright, guys, we'll see you next time. As always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Got a thumbs up, Dad? We'll see you next time, guys. The 7-3 work continues.